My name is David Burke, and I've been asked to speak of the benefits of ideal protein and those here at Bothell Chiropractic that helped me achieve what I consider a modern-day miracle. Back in February, I weighed in at close to 300 pounds for the first time in my life. And at a frame of almost 6'4", that's way too heavy. I work in the public safety industry, and so physical ability and fitness are a must. And through a couple of injuries to a knee, my shoulder, I'd allowed myself to get, well, let's just say fat. Very debilitating to my job and the ability to do the things I need to do, not to mention how that affected my personal life. I stumbled through a friend of mine into Ideal Protein. He had a very good success story and decided to reach out and find out what was going on. And so I attended the seminar back in February for the Valentine's Day special, and I remember that night. The room was full of people, a lot of good questions were asked, and as I mentioned, public safety. I have a background with emergency medicine, and so I was able to ask a lot more of the pointed questions about the impacts, the cause and effects, how my body would react and stuff like that. And so I really gained a deep, in-depth understanding of what the program was and what it could do. And I signed up that night. And I must tell you, I had a little bit of a reservation because of the cost. Because of muscle mass that I have, and as you go through the program you'll understand the need to balance protein with muscle weight. It required me to spend a little over $100 a week throughout the 20 weeks I was on the program. And so if you do the math, the $2,000 and the fact that I lost 70 pounds, it's less than $30 a pound. And so in retrospect, looking back, it was probably a great deal for me. But let me at least emphasize how the program was successful. Packet food, vegetables, very regimented meals, very regimented amounts of water, salt intake, oil, etc. And all those things were a little daunting to start with, but once I got into the system and I was dedicated to the cause, and I saw instant results. Some of the people that I've talked to talk about, I would only see my face in the mirror, but for me it was the face in the mirror that scared me. The neck that just continued. I looked kind of like a walrus, and so some of my dress shirts wouldn't fit. Again, the 70 pounds, over 20 inches lost. I am now at the weight that I was my sophomore year in high school. What prompted me or inspired me to really push hard was the fact that my knees weren't recovering in rehab as they should be. And the doctor kept telling me, if you lose a little bit of weight, it would make a difference. On the personal side, I had been forced to go to a CPAP machine to sleep at night. So I sleep apnea. And my wife complained, snoring and the rest of that. I no longer snore, and I'll no longer use the machine. I'm not taking any medications, and at the time that I started, my blood pressure was 148 over 92. Today, on a regular basis, it's probably 115 over 72. I'm perfectly happy, I'm content, I'm very pleased, and I'm happy to endorse all these people at Bothell Chiropractic and thank them for making a lifestyle change for me.